And we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Toronto taking on the Black Knights of Chicago. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And look at this defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
At their own 44-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake. Bingham. That's strong, bringing it in on the out route. And he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Bingham. Going right side here, and that's complete. 20. Down the sideline he goes. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Bingham. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Now he'll try to run with this. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And some room to run now. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man complete. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run it with Ward. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now, if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Snowhawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Bingham. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Bingham.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
A 1st down carry now for Miller.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bingham. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. field.
And some room to maneuver.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. But you look at this defense.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
How about that stuff right there? Got into the backfield, spilled him for a loss. An excellent illustration of why they've been so good.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They'll look to set up his blockers. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
First quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Bingham.
Well, that's brought in by Knight.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Bingham.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They'll try and run for it with Miller.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Bingham to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. They always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
And his kick is indeed good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Bingham throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Jones. Fighting ahead at the 15.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Bingham gets it to Strong. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Bingham. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Off the play fake. Bingham. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights are able to stretch out their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've got confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Toronto first down.
Here's Ward. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
First down, Toronto.
Come on, come on. Set.
Now Ward. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Chapter 11, 18 runners, 18 runners, go check, go check.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Looking to throw on second down. Bingham got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Bingham.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 10-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Check pass, check pass. Check, bounce pass, check, bounce pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
19 Lions. Trap 50. Trap 50. Go street. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll throw now on the final play.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
19 Tiger, 19
And now they'll
Tiger.
shift things around.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down.
Let's go now.
On the ground with Ward. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ward. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Rig alert, rig alert. Ready.
They'll set up a throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st down, Ward.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Ready. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williamson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to look deep here for Ward.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will close the gap down to 14.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Off play action. Bingham.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 3rd down. Bingham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
And 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now a give right side. It's Ward, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Snowhawks are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Snowhawks 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Bingham. Completion left side to Miller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Bingham. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
43-yard line.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
117 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Bingham. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bingham.
They set up the screen to Miller.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Miller.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Okay, break. Mustang 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A 28-yard gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
19 Lions.
2nd and 9 now. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And he'll go down at the 28.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Ward. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Here comes 2nd down at 5. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to Ward. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Snowhawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hens team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball batted away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Bingham. Complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to throw. Bingham. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. Come back team. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And some more precious seconds come off the clock. This defense knows these need to be some big throws down the field. So they're just going to sit back and wait for those shots to come. And this one falls incomplete.
Back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they were just hoping for something to go their way. A tip ball, a penalty, anything to get them within shouting distance of field goal range. But now, with the clock where it is, this is going to take something close to a miracle to pull this one out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he takes it in for the score on